15 years now. Yes. Sean Edward, SHAWN, EDWARD, Minister of Education, Sustainable Development, Innovation, Science, Technology, and Vocational Training. This morning, I'm happy to be part of this small exercise in my capacity as chair of the Saint Lucia National Commission for UNESCO, where UNESCO is making resources available for the execution of two projects that are critical to youth involvement and youth participation in national development. The Ministry of Youth Development and Sports this morning will be a recipient of a grant in the amount of 20,000 US that they will put towards looking at professionalizing the work that is being done by youth volunteers in our country. And also we have ICA, which is a hemispheric agency dealing specifically with the advancement of the agricultural program of the hemisphere. But today we're looking at agriculture's impact in Saint Lucia, or the potential impact of agriculture in a community that has shown signs of vulnerability in the last 3 years. It is no secret what has happened in Bruceville and the environment in the last 2 years. But those things happen not only in Saint Lucia, but as an administration, we are committed to ensuring that we can go into every community in Saint Lucia, do our needs assessment, and to see how best the government, of course in collaboration with international and regional agencies, can bring relief to the people in those communities. I'm particularly pleased about the agricultural program that is being introduced in Bruceville, because it basically provides an opportunity for young persons to hone their skills and create employment for themselves. Quite apart from that, we all know of the astronomical amounts that we pay in relation to our food import bill annually. And the more persons we can get to participate in agricultural activities with a view to producing some of what we eat, I think the better it would be for the economic well-being of our country. So I want to commend the personnel from ICA for coming on board with this project, and at UNESCO, at least the local commission, we are even more excited to partner with ICA to ensure that we can go into Bruceville and give opportunities to young persons who over time have demonstrated in significant numbers that their community needs that kind of intervention. The Ministry of Youth Development and Sports is not a stranger to me as far as government agencies go. I had the honor of being minister in that ministry when it was created as an autonomous body, because as you know, for a very long time it operated as an appendage to social transformation, education, and other mainstream portfolio areas. So the work of the Ministry of Youth Development and Sports will always be close to my heart. So when I heard the Deputy Permanent Secretary this morning speak to the ministry's intention to professionalize youth work, it is something I can identify with. It is something that I support, and I'm even more elated, as I indicated earlier, that the National Commission for UNESCO is working closely with the Ministry of Youth Development and Sports to achieve that particular objective. It would be remiss of me to offer remarks this morning and not single out for special mention the stewardship of Marcia Symphorian at the National Commission for UNESCO. Marcia is UNESCO, she speaks UNESCO, she breathes UNESCO, and she has been able in very recent times, and even for close to a decade now, been in a position where she can bring in resources from the outside to complement what government is making available to target specific areas of national development. And today I want to put it on the record how grateful I am as the Minister for Education with line responsibility for UNESCO in Saint Lucia, and to let her know that we are extremely pleased with the effort, Marcia, and I'm hoping that you can continue to bring in more resources.
Good morning, Honorable Minister and Chairperson of the National Commission for UNESCO, Acting PS Youth and Sports, our representative from the ICA, Ms. Henry from the National Commission for UNESCO. We're here this morning for a brief check presentation to two entities who submitted proposals to UNESCO under the UNESCO Participation Program for the biennium 2024-2025. The Participation Program is one of UNESCO's flagship programs. It's essentially it is one of the programs that's perhaps most accessible and as well more flexible in terms of how persons are able to get access to the funding that's available under that particular program. This year, for the biennium 2024-2025, we submitted 7 proposals and received approval so far for 4 proposals. 1 in the field of culture, 1 for education, and 2 in the field of social and human science, specifically youth development. We're here this morning to present those checks to the 2 recipients of those youth development programs. So the Department of Youth Development, which submitted a proposal entitled Professionalization of Youth Work in Saint Lucia, a youth work program for effective youth work practice, and the second recipient, AICA. We're very happy for that collaboration with AICA. It is new, agriculture not being one of UNESCO's areas of competence, but because of its emphasis on youth development and entrepreneurship in particular, and addressing the issues of poverty, we're very pleased to have that opportunity to collaborate with AICA on that important project. So without further ado, I will allow our recipients to briefly discuss the objective of the respective projects.
Pleasant good morning to everyone. Honorable Minister for Education, and of course a representative from UNESCO and other persons on the round table. I'd like to thank you for the opportunity, for being here this morning, for expressing our gratitude from the Ministry of Youth Development and Sports for this generous donation that has been given to us to undertake our youth work at our ministry, where we intend to professionalize youth work. It's an initiative in collaboration with the TVET Council, so that we could get our youth workers certified and hopefully to put in a proposal to government so that they can be formalized in the public system. This check presentation this morning, the check that we will receive will go a long way in assisting us, knowing that the limited budget that we have within our ministry to conduct programs in youth development, and we are very grateful, very thankful for the donation from UNESCO. I guarantee you that I guarantee you that our youth workers will be very appreciative and will do their best to ensure that your funds do not go to waste.
Honorable Minister Sean Edwards, the Secretary General of the National Commission, Mrs. Simforen, other colleagues at the round table, Nina from the National Commission. Let me thank you all for the opportunity and for the expression of interest and faith in this initiative that supports the tie-in between agriculture and social development work. We are very proud to partner with the Community Outreach Branch of the Royal Saint Lucia Police Force from the Vieux-Fort branch, doing specific work in the community of Bruceville, targeting young persons with the view to show them that agriculture is a viable pathway, career pathway, and that there are a number of technical and entrepreneurial skills that we can develop through those initiatives. The project that is being supported by the UNESCO participation grant specifically looks at turning trash to cash. We are looking at utilizing organic waste, the thing that no one thinks about as a resource, and we're showing young persons that they can create businesses around those products, doing compost as well as other value-added commodities. And this work is important to us because it ties back into issues that we've seen with the police force in the community of Bruceville in terms of creating a deterrence to young persons' participation in crime and showing them that there are viable options for personal food and nutrition security, as well as employment and career growth in the agricultural sector. So we're very happy for this opportunity to collaborate, and we look forward to the successful implementation and for future works tying in agriculture, social development, and economic development. Thank you.
Gears was handpicked. When you gears pick, it's pure 3D, you know. Gears children,
He still has the euro. So that's a giveaway. It's still a very big giveaway.
Yeah, gears to do.
I did a number of years in Trinidad. Okay. I spoke with Cardi before Ika, actually. And then
so you know gears well then? Gears you up to?
Yes, I know the guys very well.
Good.
Yeah, very good.
Tulu?
And there are 5 of you. And the rest of 5. Ready, everybody? And fromage. Okay, one more. Cheese.
If I see,
Very good. One more.
there are 5. Lower. Lower, you should come in at it. That's a youth initiative. Come.
Take one if you're going to. Yeah, let's just one this way and then we'll add them.
Then you have the more center as closer to hidden.
I don't want to in my shot, you know.
Exactly, I don't want to be hidden short. Ready, everybody? Cheese. One more. Cheese.
The 5 minute organizing 5 only on 1 year.
Is that right, Paul?
You do this on the street.
Okay, everybody ready?
Yeah.
And cheese. Okay. Okay, one more. Everyone ready? Cheese. One more again. Okay, ready everybody? Cheese. Okay, I think we're good.
You sure?
Yeah, very good.
Sure?
Next.
Yeah.
Let me edit it. But if it is a press conference and you have some journalists there like you're taking that and they're licking that.
Yes.
That this was fired. Yeah. The ICA has a big presence in Ghana and
Ooh.
ICA
Yeah,
it does,
and
okay.
Jamaica. You know Ignatius Jean was the ICA.
Representative
Yeah.
in Guyana.
Yeah.
Yes, and in Jamaica subsequently.
Yeah. You from Grenada?
I'm from Dominica.
Oh, Dominica.